Hey everybody, welcome to Frannie's Hair. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 Belle Tress wigs from the Icon collection, so stay tuned. Okay, so I figured what I'd do today, since all of these wigs, they're all from the Icon collection, have the same cap construction, is I'm just going to go over the cap construction with you first, and then we can talk about the different styles. So this is another one of the wigs that I'll be showing you, and let's just take a look. You have an extended lace front that goes all the way ear tab to ear tab. Now I've heard some people call this silicone on the ear tab here. I really can't tell if it's silicone or polyurethane. Typically silicone will adhere to the skin and I can feel a little bit of stickiness, and I don't feel that on this. But also polyurethane to me usually feels harder and flatter, and this feels softer. So I'm not really sure which it is. I will find out for you and I'll put it in the comments below. Either way, if you want to remove this, there are stitches around here and you can remove that material easily. The difference between polyurethane and silicone is that with silicone you don't need any adhesives. It will naturally stick to skin, and with polyurethane you do use adhesives like a glue or a tape. Alright, so moving along, there's a full double monofilament top, and what that does for you is, since there's hand knotting, not only on the monofilament top here, but on the midsection of this wig, and we'll go over it, but since there's hand knotting, some people are sensitive to that knotting, so an extra layer of monofilament will cover those knots and you won't feel them on your head. So that's a really nice addition there. So there's the double monofilament top. As I said, there's hand knotting here in the midsection. You can see my fingers through here. And what hand knotting will do for you is, number one, the fibers will fall more naturally because they're individually sewn in rather than being machine sewn in wefts, which are strips of hair. And of course, our hair doesn't grow in strips on our head, so it doesn't look as natural as something that's hand sewn in. Also, if you want to put your hair up or the wind is blowing, no problem, you won't see any wefting because it's hand tied. Now this is not 100% hand tied. The bottom portion here, hopefully you can see, has some closed wefting. And I've heard some manufacturers say that the reason that they do this closed wefting near the nape is for more structure and strength. So you'll still get some 100% hand-tied caps, but I guess they're a little bit more fragile. All right, you have your extended nape in a velvety soft material here and Velcro adjusters. All right, so that is the cap construction. Now we can start talking about the styles. Okay, so we're gonna start talking about Spencer. She's an adorable short layered style. I'm wearing her in the color Sparkling Champagne Blonde Rooted. Oh, and I did want to mention, all Belle Tress wigs are heat friendly. So all of these are also heat friendly wigs. All right, I'm going to spin for you, show you the style, and then we'll start talking about measurements. Really cute. I love her. I was feeling like I need to bring spring on. I am so ready for the warm weather, hence the colors I'm wearing here. All right, so let's talk measurements. First, let me tell you my measurements. My circumference is 21 inches. Ear to ear, I'm 12 inches. Forehead to nape, I'm 13 inches. My face, forehead to chin, is 8 inches. My forehead is 3 inches. And my neck is 3 inches. I give you all of those measurements so that hopefully you'll measure your head, and when you see wigs on me, you can compare your measurements to my measurements and get a better feel for how the wig is going to look on you. For example, if I have an 8-inch face and you have a 7-inch face, you know that the wig will come down lower on your face than it does on mine. If you don't know how to measure your head, no worries. I have a video that I'll have linked in the description below where I show you how to do that correctly. Okay, so let's talk about her measurements. Her size, 4.5 inches. Her nape, 1 to 1.5 inches. It says the overall length is 9 inches. That's got to be from up here to down here, because if I come around, it comes down to here. It is below my face, which is 8 inches. That's the only way I can figure they get 9 inches. The side bang is 4.5 inches. So my forehead is 3 inches, and it does go a little bit over. It doesn't seem as long as 4.5. Well, maybe it does over on the sides there. And she weighs just 1.9 ounces. And when I tell you, she is so light feeling, and yet with a double monofilament, no permatease, she's not flat, which is really great. It's a really great style. I think because of the layers, you get some volume around the top there, and it's not flat. And I feel like I'm wearing nothing. Really, this is unbelievable. I think probably to style her, especially now, my grandson, who is 2, is attached to guitars. He carries guitars around all day long. He has a real guitar, he has little plastic guitars, he has all kinds of guitars, but he has to have one in his hand. Anyway, the other day I was watching him, and he picked up his guitar, and the tuning, I don't know guitars well, but that little tuning knob smacked me right in the head. I don't know if you can see, I have a black and blue mark up there. So right now, bangs are a nice thing for me. That's what I was getting at. Anyway, I think to style her, I'd probably wear the bangs off to the side a little, and you know me, I'd probably put her behind my ears, which is no problem. Really adorable style. All right, let's talk about the color. Sparkling Champagne Blonde Rooted, which is a combination of an 8, 16, 21, and an 8 rooting. And that is a medium brown, your 8 there. 16 and 21 are your blondes. And it's considered a neutral to warm color, which I would say is correct, and it's rooted. Now, if you go to our color charts at frannieshair.com, we have, I think, the best color charts, and you can let me know what you think. But when you get in there, not only do we give you the description and any industry standard color numbers that describe the color, we also let you know if the tone is neutral, cool, or warm, and whether it's rooted or highlighted. Also, if you like a particular color, you can go to the color chart and click on that color, and it'll bring up every wig that comes in that color. So hopefully you like those improvements we made on the color chart. All right, so the description of Sparkling Champagne Blonde Rooted is a sophisticated and luminous hair color that combines the effervescence of champagne blonde with the depth of natural roots. It features a harmonious blend of light golden and beige tones, creating a radiant, multi-dimensional blonde. It features slightly darker roots, soft medium ash brown mixed with dark blonde, which adds depth and a natural shadow effect. Whether styled in soft waves, sleek layers, or voluminous curls, Sparkling Champagne Blonde Rooted hair color delivers a timeless and effortlessly chic appearance, perfect for those looking to add a touch of elegance to their look. And I know somebody on one of my videos commented asking me what I thought of rooted wigs. And people have their preferences, of course. I like a rooted wig for a few reasons. Number one, I can wear a lighter color, but if I have a darker root, my eyebrows don't seem out of place, so it seems to match. Also, it does mimic natural hair regrowth and create some shadow and complexity, dimensionality in the color. So I do like rooting. I know there are people who don't like it at all. You got to go with what you like, but that's my opinion. Okay, so let's take a look at the lace front on me. There you go. I think they do a beautiful job on their lace fronts. And the ear tabs, there you go. You can see it here. It's not rubbing on my ear at all. Anything that's gray, although it might be hard to see with this color wig, but this is me. Very comfortable though. And like I said, low density. This is low density. There's no permatease. Just a really great, easy style. This is going to be great for summer. All right, I'm going to try the glasses on under the ear tabs. No problem. And over the ear tabs, also no problem. All right, let's take this color outside and see how she looks. I am loving the sunshine. All right, here we are in the outdoor lighting. The sun is over there. I'm going to spin for you so you can see this in all different lighting out here. This is the sparkling champagne blonde rooted. Hopefully you're getting a good idea of the color. Feels so good out here. In the winter, I run out and show the colors as quickly as possible. All right, we'll go back through the house. Okay, walking through the kitchen. Really pretty color and style. Okay, I just realized I forgot to show you the monofilament top. So here you go, you can see it there, and because it's a full monofilament top, you can part it any way you like. As far as how it's fitting me, there may be a tiny little extra bit of space in the crown area, but it's a very light, thin cap, so you don't feel any bulkiness there. And I think it's fitting me nicely. I don't think I'd adjust it, but what I do want to do is take it off and see how much stretch we have here, because I do have a smaller head. Okay, so let's just look at the stretch of this. And the adjusters are in a little bit also. Hopefully you can see that there. So I could adjust those out a little bit more. As far as stretch goes, there's some, it's not a lot. I'm going to say that this would go to an average. And of course it can go smaller. All right, so that is Spencer in Sparkling Champagne Blonde Rooted. How pretty is Bradshaw? Oh my gosh, I am loving this. It has a touch of the Farrah Fawcett curl going back, but it's not that, Tootsie Roll thing all the way down the side. Really pretty. I love this side bang here. This is in the color Cool Chai Blonde Rooted, which I haven't tried before, and I think it's a really beautiful color. Okay, first let me spin and show you the style, and let me just say I put this on right out of the box. I haven't done anything to her except play with the part a little bit, but nothing other than that. So this is out of the box. I'm thinking this one may be a keeper for me. I really like her. I really like just the way this side bang comes down too. All right, and I do not think the stock photo does her justice, but you can let me know what you think. All right, let's talk measurements. She has 12.5-inch sides. The nape is 6.5 to 7 inches. The overall length is 13 to 13.5 inches, and she weighs 4 ounces. Low density, feels very light, no permatease. Again, it's that hand-tied cap. Let me show you the lace front. I think this color kind of accentuates my black and blue mark. There you go. I love the way they just bring the highlights there. And the monofilament top. I just want to make it clear he was not trying to hit me with the guitar. There you go. I just had my face too close to him because I'm always kissing him. Can't help it. Okay, let's talk about this color. Cool Chai Blonde Rooted is a 10, a 17, a 23, plus an 8. So your 10 is going to be a lighter brown, your 17 and 23 are your blondes, and your 8 is a medium brown rooting. And this is described as a cool rooted color. So pretty. And Belle Tress says, this versatile color complements various skin tones, offering a balanced coolness that brightens the complexion without appearing too warm. The subtle interplay between cool blonde lengths and the darker roots provides a chic and modern aesthetic, suitable for those seeking a fresh take on traditional blonde shades. And definitely if you step back, I would say you get an overall cool tone from this color. So beautiful. As far as how she's fitting me well, and I could probably even adjust it in a little bit. I feel a little bit of movement. And again, in this crown area, I probably have a tiny bit of room. It's not a lot, and it's not bulky at all. I will look at where the adjusters are when I take this off. Let's look at the ear tabs. So here you go. They come down to here. I do have a space between that and my ear, which is nice. I don't like when it rubs on my ear. And you can see this here is my gray right there. So it gives you an idea of the coverage. Right there. And we'll try on the glasses under the ear tabs. No problem. And over the ear tabs. Also no problem. All right, let's take this color outside. Okay, here we are, Cool Chai Blonde Rooted outside. It's amazing how it changes in the light. When I was facing the other direction, it actually looked warm, but now you can see as I turn. Let me take you around the head here. And we'll go through the house. If I turn on the kitchen lights, see how cool it looks now. If I turn them on, totally changes it. It's amazing. And this happens with your natural hair and lighting too. I think we notice it more when we're wearing a wig. This style I could definitely wear up. Could pull it in like a little barrette, leave the front down or both sides back. Of course you would do it neater. I'm just trying to play with it with my hands, but that could be really pretty. It's long enough to make a ponytail. And somebody asked me, when you make a ponytail or a bun, do you keep it low? And the answer is yes. For me anyway, I don't want to show the nape. So I usually keep whatever I do, low down here, something like that. That would be pretty. Just pull out, little tendrils in the front here. Is that what you call them? I don't know. I think that would be really nice. All right, let me check where the adjusters are. Yeah, as I said, I could definitely tighten this up a little bit. And the adjusters are actually in a little bit, just like on the other ones there. So I definitely have room to tighten. Has a little stretch, not a ton, but it does have some. So again, I'd say it goes to average. Maybe a slightly bit bigger, but I don't think a lot. All right, so there you go. That is Bradshaw in Cool Chai Blonde Rooted. Okay, meet Wintour, spelled like Anna Wintour, the editor-in-chief of Vogue. And I imagine that this is styled after the way she wears her hair. I think she usually wears more of a bang. This is a little bit long for me to do that. You can certainly do that with this. I would just have to trim it a little bit. So I'm just going to push it to the side for now so that I can see what I'm doing. But certainly you could wear the bangs. This has a beautiful shape to it and volume to it, even though, again, there's no permatease and it's very low density. I'm going to spin and show you the style first, and then we'll talk about the measurements. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is in the color Havana Brown Rooted. I really like this style too. And again, this is right out of the box. You can see just how the layers lay beautifully. So nice. All right, let's talk about the measurements. The sides are 5 to 10 inches. The nape, 3.5 inches. The overall length, 11.5 inches. The side bangs 4 to 5 inches, so that's why I'd have to trim it with a 3-inch forehead. It's a little bit long for me, but I do think it's better that they make the bangs longer, so depending on your forehead, you can trim it to exactly what you want. Okay, now let's talk about the color. Havana Brown Rooted is a 10, which is a medium brown. 8 and 10 I consider medium browns. A 12, which is a lighter brown, and a 6 at the root, which is a darker brown. So hopefully you can see that there. It's considered neutral to cool because you really don't see any golden or auburny highlights in this. So neutral to cool, and it is rooted with that darker brown rooting. A rich medium brown hair color that offers a natural and sophisticated appearance. This shade minimizes red, orange, or golden tones. So again, that's the reason that it's more neutral or cool. Providing a balanced and neutral brunette hue. The rooted aspect indicates slightly darker roots, adding depth and a natural regrowth effect. This combination results in a seamless and multidimensional look, enhancing the hair's overall richness and depth. This versatile color complements various skin tones, making it a popular choice for those seeking a natural yet balanced brunette look. And I can't tell you how many people say to me, do you have a cool or a neutral brunette? Because so many of them have golden tones or caramels or auburns. So if you're looking for something that's cooler or neutral in the brunette category, this could be a great color. All right, let's take a look at the lace front. And I like to do that, especially with dark colors. And I think it's done so well. Sometimes you'll see like really dark knots on a brunette, and I have to camouflage that with some powder, but this looks nice. And the monofilament top, here you go. We've really been working on our lighting, so you're gonna have to let me know what you think of this. And that's also why we take the wigs out. That's also why I take the wigs outside. We work as a team, but I'm the one up here taking them inside and outside. That's why I do take it outside, because the lighting changes wherever you are, and that's why I turn on the kitchen lights and all of that, just to give you the best idea of the color. All right, let's take a look at the ear tabs. And so far, this cap, the Icon cap, is so comfortable on all of these wigs. Again, the ear tabs are not rubbing on my ears, and you can see any gray there is me. And let's try the glasses on under the ear tabs. I really love the shape of this. It's so pretty. Under the ear tabs, I would feel that. So that's interesting. This is the first one. Over the ear tabs, no problem. And this one is feeling more snug to me. We'll check where the adjusters are. I would not need to adjust this at all. Same amount in the crown here. It's not a lot at all, but a tiny bit of space there. All right, now let's take this color outside. Okay, here is the Havana Brown Rooted. The sun went in for a little bit. Hopefully you can see that this is more of a neutral brunette. See the darker rooting there. I really like this style. This is easy, throw on and go. Okay, so for this style, I probably would just tuck her behind the ear, and because she's so low density, she would stay back there. That would be easy. Could also put her up in a little barrette, like that. That would be cute. Or both sides back. And I probably really would just wear her down like that. So adorable. All right, let's check where the adjusters are. Yeah, these seem to be about in the same spot again. You know, there is variance between wigs. They allow up to 15%. So this one did feel a bit more snug on me. It could be this particular wig or the style. I'm not really sure. I only have this one to try on for you. It's not a big difference. And again, there is some stretch in there. So it would definitely go to an average, and there's definitely room to make it smaller. Okay, and that is Wintour in Havana Brown Rooted. Okay, it's probably not a surprise I'm ending in this wig, Bradshaw. She was my favorite of the group. Let me know which was your favorite. I will have links to all of these wigs in the description below. If you don't know how to get there, usually if you look under the video, you'll see something that says more or see more. If you click on that, it'll bring up the whole description. You can find all of these wigs over at frannieshair.com. And don't forget, we have a private Facebook group, Frannie's Hair. Come join us. You can get support, tips, tricks. We have wig experts to answer your questions. We have over 5,000 members and so many ladies posting pictures of themselves in all different wigs, all different colors, which is really great to see. It's good to see a wig on a real person. Stock photos are very styled, so I think it gives you a better idea of what the wig's gonna look like. And it's a lot of fun, so I do hope to see you there. All right, as always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.